This video is in partnership with CoverGirl.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Angel Merino, also known as Mac Daddy on social media. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and being here. This video is extra special because I am going to play with a brand new tool that CoverGirl has created. It's super exciting because I'm actually going to get to try on makeup virtually. You heard me right. I said it, trying on makeup virtually. This is my first time using this augmented reality tool. So I want to do a fun challenge where I am comparing augmented reality versus real life. And along the way, show you guys how to create this smoky eye look. So if you're interested in this fun augmented reality tool and how to create this smoky eye, make sure you keep on watching. Now, this is a tool, which means that you can use it directly from your phone, from your laptop, or from your mobile tablet. You don't have to download any like annoying apps to your phone that you might or might not use later. This works directly from this link, which I will leave in the description box below so that you guys can try it when you guys are done watching this video. I'm gonna be using this tool on my handy dandy iPhone. Again, this is the first time that I'm doing this, so bear with me. But it's really easy. Once you click on the link, all you have to do is click on launch camera to start, and then it's gonna ask for permission to access your camera. Of course, you wanna hit allow, and then it'll take you to, this little selfie mode. Give it a minute to kind of get your face situated. Then you're gonna click on load looks, and you will see 5 different looks on the tool. Out of all of these, the ones that I want to challenge myself to do is this smoky eye. I think it's probably the one that feels more like me. And the cool thing is if you slide down, you will see all of the tools needed to create this look. Let's see how this comes out. I'm also gonna be using all of the products suggested on the website to create this look. So I'm following the rules here and let's see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my eyes. As you guys can see, I've already done basically most of my face. So before I do my eyes, I'm actually gonna take a little bit of a translucent setting powder, and I'm just gonna press a little bit of this powder underneath my eye area, just in case I have any fallout. And I literally just press a generous amount of this powder underneath my eyes, just like so. You might look a little crazy, but trust me, if you have any fallout, you're gonna be glad you did it. So on the site, it says to use this True Naked Smoky palette to do the smoky eyes. So I'm going to go in with this light gray shade right in here with a fluffy blending brush. I'm actually going on a bare lid. I don't have a primer on. I just have a little bit of like foundation that I applied earlier. So I am not using an eyeshadow primer, just putting that out there. And I'm gonna take my fluffy blending brush and start to deposit this color on the outer corners of my crease and start to create this cat eye shape. Now I do wanna blow this color out and make it look really blended and smoky. So I am working my brush in circular motions to make sure that it is nice and diffused. Take a little bit more of that color to pull my eye out just a little bit more. And I'm also gonna take that same blending brush and pick up more of that shade, more on the belly of the brush as opposed to on the tip of the brush, to really kind of saturate my eyelid with that color. There's definitely different types of smoky eyes. I feel like there's some that are like super gradient and like perfectly blended out. There's others that look a little bit more kind of like metallic and glittery. This one is definitely giving me that more rock star model-esque vibe. Really kind of like effortless looking, but you know you spent like 5 minutes per eye just blending alone. I'm finding that this shade kind of almost has like a little bit of a lavender, like mauve-y undertone, which I'm actually really liking because I think it adds a really nice color palette to this type of smoky eye. And I'm really liking the way that it's applying even without an eyeshadow primer. It really is going on the eyelids really nicely. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now that I've laid down that first color, I'm gonna go in with the deepest shade in this palette, which is this really dark gray black looking shade right in here. I'm gonna apply this shade on the outer corner of my eye just to really take this look up a little bit and create that cat eye shape and add that drama and intensity. Now, I do want to point out that surprisingly, well, not really that surprised because, you know, CoverGirl comes through, but there's not that much fallout happening, and I want to remind you guys that I'm not wearing an eyeshadow base. So normally when I don't wear an eyeshadow base is when there's more fallout happening because the shadow doesn't really have anything to adhere to. So, I mean, that just speaks volumes of the formula. Just putting that out there. Now I'm gonna take a pencil brush and I'm gonna go into that exact same shade that I just applied and pick some of that color up, and I'm gonna run it underneath my waterline. From the screenshot that I took of this look, it does look like the bottom liner is a little bit more heavy on the outer corner of the eye, and it really kind of connects to the top. But it definitely is a little bit lighter on the inner corner, so I'm gonna stay more outer corner heavy for this application. I'm gonna pick some of that up and really create that like V shape on the outer corner. I'm looking at that screenshot again, and it does look like there's like this lighter shade happening on the inner corner of the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and assume it is a combination of these two puppies right here. So I'm gonna take an even more precise pointer brush and apply these right in that inner corner. That light shade translates a lot more lavender, but I really like it. It really adds a nice pop to this look. Now, this look based off of the tool also calls for a little liquid liner at the top, which I normally don't do. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I think it's totally gonna work with the look. I'm gonna start really, really thin on the inner corner and then kind of lightly go a little thicker towards the outside to really create that nice little like cat eye effect. For this step, I'm gonna be using this CoverGirl Get In Line liquid liner. I really love how thin the little applicator is because it's really gonna allow me to create a nice thin line. I'm gonna just lay the brush on its side and drag it along my lash line. I'm gonna give it a tiny little baby flick at the end. Now the real challenge is gonna be getting the other side to match, so let's see how that goes. I do love how thin it is because it really allows me to get into that crevice perfectly. I'm really loving how that actually framed my eyes a lot. All right, I'm feeling good about the eyes. Before I add a little bit of mascara, I'm just gonna give them a little curl. And of course, I'm gonna be using the brand new CoverGirl Peacock Flare Mascara. For those of you guys that watched my last video and were able to get this Peacock Flare Mascara for free, sound off in the comments below and let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if you guys like it, what you love about it, maybe what you don't like about it. I would love to hear from you guys and see how you guys are feeling. So I'm going to take my mascara and just coat my lashes a few times. I always like to go back into the product and pick up more. Really make these babies look nice and thick. I love how the brush is like a little comb because I feel like I'm like combing through my lashes. And I also do my bottom lashes, of course. All right, so now that we have our lashes popping, we can move on to the lips. I'm gonna start off with this CoverGirl Farewell Feathering Lip Pencil. I've used this before, it's pretty interesting. It's basically like an invisible lip liner. I don't always use like a pronounced color as a lip liner, so I like being able to kind of just have something that will create a boundary that will prevent any like feathering or bleeding if you just want to wear like one wash of color like I'm gonna do in this video. So you basically just take this on like the outskirts of your lips, just like you would a lip liner. I also like to just do my entire lip because I find it to actually be a little hydrating, and it creates a nice base for your lips. I'm gonna be using this CoverGirl Melting Pout Matte Lipstick in the shade Champagne Showers. This is such a good, like, pinky, peachy nude tone. Now that my lips are on, the last thing I'm gonna do is dust off all of this excess powder that I had under my eyes. And as you guys can see, there is no fallout, thank God. Now the final thing that I'm gonna do is spray a little bit of this CoverGirl Look Lock-Up Setting Mist, and I'm just gonna hold it a few inches away from my face. I like to kind of warm it up first before I actually apply it all over. This actually smells really amazing. And what this is gonna do, it's basically gonna remove like any powdery texture away from the makeup, since especially I had that baking powder underneath, and it's just gonna set your makeup and it's gonna hold it in place all day long. Now that I'm completely done, I'm gonna pull up that photo that I screenshotted earlier from that augmented reality tool, and we're gonna compare. What do you guys think looks better? The augmented reality version of the smoky eye or my version of the smoky eye? I definitely think that my version looks a lot better, obviously. But I do love that this tool, like I said, pushed me to try something different and something that I normally don't do. It definitely served as inspo for this, and all of the items that were suggested to execute this look actually made this look come to life, which is the point of this tool. So shout out to CoverGirl and Walmart for creating such an awesome, fun tool. Make sure you guys check out this tool in the link in my description box so that you guys can try on some different looks and have some fun yourselves. Thanks again to CoverGirl for partnering with me on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about this brand new tool in my comment section below. If you guys get a chance to try it, let me know which looks you guys are feeling the most. And before you leave, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you turn on your notifications, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.